What is up, my peoples? What is good? We are back with another one. What is going on, y'all? What's good?
No doubt, no
What
doubt.
it do? What it do? Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Come on with it.
right. Hey, look, you know we had to come back in the lounge. You know it's always vibes over here. Shout out to my man Law Nation. What it do, brother? What is going on with you, man?
Man, all is well, man. Hey, OTAs getting ready for training camp. I can't wait, man. Especially I've seen Overshown out there. I like what he's been able to do. I heard Deuce Vaughn caught a big pass in OTAs. So even the little man is doing his thing, man. So I love what I'm hearing, especially even Michael Gallup is back. Tony Pollard's going through walkthroughs. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah. That's awesome. What's good, Rob? What's going on with you, brother?
Hey, man. Hey, look, listen. We are 107 days out from football season. Usually I don't be talking football till we at least 100 days. But you know, JC Cowboy Network, you know, we gotta get it in, right? Because usually this is basketball time for me. I'm a basketball fanatic, but you know what I'm saying. So we gotta get it in.
See, the thing is with me, like I'm football everything, so I don't watch too much basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's Cowboys everything, but it is what it is. I watch a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But then I go back to my Cowboys. You know how that is, bro.
Yeah.
What's good, Jazz? Shout out to you, Jazz. What's going on?
I made it. With Law. Hey, Law.
Hey. So shout out to all of y'all.
Shout out to Sadiqa. Shout out to my man Freight Train, Dwayne Brown. What is going on, y'all? Much love to everybody. Thank y'all so much for showing up. You know we got our cups in the hand. JC Lounge, this is how we get down. Always good vibes over here. This is what we do. But we definitely got to chop it down. We got to chop this down because the last time that you came with this law, it was a fire show. This was before the draft, so we didn't know who we were drafting and all that. So we want to talk about these guys and talk about the difference that these guys could potentially make this season. Right. Some guys might not be able to make a difference. It is what it is. But what we'll do is right now we'll start off with Tony Pollard. This is huge, man, because the thing is, he's practicing, and that kind of caught me off guard. I don't know about y'all, but that was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, with this player, such a good player, and I think that he can be a truly, truly special player for us, but he has to get healthy, take his time. He is one of the guys that is a perimeter player. He can make a difference, but just get healthy. Just get healthy. It's going to be extremely important. And usually when players are playing on that 1-year deal, this is when they turn up. This is the time when they go out there and make a difference. And yeah, man, what you guys think about that, man? It's gonna be big time.
I give it 4 Law.
Oh, you want me to go ahead? Okay, well, I would say this. You know, he's on an interview for 32 other teams right now. And the reason why I say that is because he's on a 1-year deal with $10 million, and this is the most money he will ever have right now. So why not display that, hey, he is ready? On top of that, bones, when it's broken, they come back stronger for what I know. So I'm not worried about his injury or what have you. I know he's got to still go through recovery, but this is more of a mental mindset. Is he able to run through the A gap? Is he able to bounce it out on the edge now? Is he still willing to lower his shoulder to get the extra yard? Will he always have those reservations of his mind of saying, if I get hurt now, there will be no more bag down the line? So those are the things that we will have to sit back and watch and wait and see. But the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, we won't know until week 1.
Yeah.
It's not running back sorry. You don't know.
Because he's going to get no touches in the preseason.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to see him at all in preseason. Right. I mean, I'm happy to see him back. I mean, he's ahead of schedule if he's already at OTAs. Just to double down what you said, Law. When you break a bone, usually when it heals stronger, right? Mm-hmm. So it's all about the mental. Like JC, you said, he's a perimeter player, but he's a phenomenal in between the tackles runner. Right.
Yeah.
He's not a power back.
Underrated. You know.
Underrated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. He's not Zeke. He's not Zeke in the power. He doesn't run behind his pads like that. But man, his feet are so quick. Right. When he's dancing in the middle between the tackles, he can break loose. I felt so bad for him when he broke his leg, because I was like, this is the offseason where he needs to put on a little bit of weight. and maybe prove to us that he could be that bell cow, running back. But now it's like all about just getting healthy again, right? So, I'm excited to have him back, and, it's good times. OTAs, baby, we're right around the corner.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, the thing is, the only questions that I have about Tony Pollard, I mean, he's a special runner. And between the tackles, the perimeter player, that's what you need out of this guy. But the only question I have is the blocking. We have to figure this out and see who's going to step up to be able to protect Dak Prescott, because that is everything in the game of football. I'm not sure if it's going to be Ronald Jones. I'm not sure if it's going to be Malik Davis, one of the guys, but it's going to be extremely important to protect the quarterback. It's everything. And I got a few questions about him blocking, as far as blocking, bro.
No doubt. I don't want to hog the mic, Jazz. You got anything on that?
Well,
nah,
I mean,
she holding it down right now. I got a couple things lined up for us.
Go ahead, Jay.
Okay. well, what I'm going to say with this is, if you have reservation on blocking, let's go to the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Eagles. Who was the blocker for both of those teams?
We don't know.
We don't know. So what I'm saying is, we heard today in OTAs, Hunter Lukey, he was out there getting first team reps. We may just have a replicant of what the 49ers do on their team and how they set up for their offense with these running games. I know for sure the 49ers are not leaning on Christian McCaffrey to block for them, nor their other running back, but they do lean on Kyle Juszczyk to block, right? So we may be a carbon copy of something like that. And it could be just this, right? West Coast is West Coast. Some of those same philosophies and principles of West Coast is still within West Coast. You see what I'm saying? Marty Schottenheimer, son, right. Ron Schottenheimer is out here. He's going to implement some of those same things, and we're going to see the running game not leaning on a running back to just be the primary blocker. They're going to have schemes already put into place, and they're going to pull those guards, put them in Allens, and it's going to be one of those things where as you shooting through the A or B gap, if somebody lose contain, then in West Coast, you will have your sneak guy, your hots, your reads, your guys that's going to be on the underneath and things like that. So I'm quite sure that this team is finally will have a system put in place.
And it's crazy you mentioned Lucky too, because the thing is with him, they're saying they're comparing him to Kyle Juszczyk over there, with the 49ers. That's a big deal. I don't know for sure, because the thing is with him, I'm not sure if he's going to make this team, but he's going to have to make his money in preseason and mini camps, all the little things, and build up to it. But he's a physical player. I really like him. It's crazy that we mentioned him because, we was gonna break him down or whatever. But yeah, that's he's a good player. He's definitely a good player for he's going to be a good player for us, I think.
No.
Go ahead, Rob. Can you hear me, Rob?
And just to double down on what you said, Law. Blocking from the running back position. I got chewed up a little bit last week for saying that. Yeah, no, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear. You sound good.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
You're good, bro.
Can you hear me? Nothing?
Yeah, probably not.
Hello?
Hello?
Y'all can't hear me at all?
You good, bro?
Yeah, you good.
You good, man. The Wi-Fi monster got you.
No. So I got chewed up a little bit last week for saying this. But blocking from the running back position is.
Yeah, he breaking up.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, bro. You got to fix that. But the thing is, glad to hear about Tony Pollard.
I think I'm behind. From what y'all.
You good, bro?
I'm gonna sign out, come back in.
Sign out, come back in. You good?
No doubt.
Yeah, but as far as Tony Pollard, Law, definitely like the player, love the player. Just got to get healthy. That's very, very important. And we got to see what's going to happen with the second running back position, the third running back position. If these guys can be able to step up, man, it's going to be huge, Law.
It's a full house. When I look back at everything, you still have RJ, Ronald Jones, for those who don't know. You still have Tony Pollard. Of course, you got Malik Davis, Rico Didal, and you have this Hunter Lupke. So it's going to be a good situation for us to see how all of this can work its way out. I'm looking at this team still. They can probably roll with 4 running backs. They probably could.
You think so? 4?
That would be a lot, but they could possibly roll with 4. In 2016, we rolled with 6 of them.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But the thing is, what's the guy's name from when Mike McCarthy was coaching the Packers? I think John something. He was the
Kuhn or something like that. Kuhn.
That's why when they're talking about Kuhn, that's why I'm thinking about guys like Lupke. And it's crazy because when you're bringing in when you have Mike McCarthy coming in as offensive coordinator and running everything, it's wide open. You know what I'm saying? That's in this draft. We could have picked a wide receiver. We could have picked an offensive lineman, defensive lineman. It was anywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? So true. And that was pretty much what you were saying on our last live stream. It was wide open.
Yep.
Can y'all hear me now? Bro? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah. You sound good now.
Okay, bet. My fault. So just to recap on this running back position. I got chewed up for saying this last week, but coming from my list of priorities for the running back, blocking for Tony Pollard is low on that priority list. It's still there. He still needs to have timing. He needs to be tough, picking up blitzers, and the timing needs to be there, and he needs to step up and do that. But he got better. He got better as he went along last season. You know what I'm saying? We're still thinking of that Tampa Bay game where he got blown up a few times and got Dak Prescott's hand broken, right? But towards the end of the season, he got better. His timing got better. He got used to it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? When he was asked to do it, he was asked to do it. But one thing I would say, I think Schoonmaker could be that kind of Kyle Skuchek, H-back, kind of fullback, tight end position as well, right? He's a versatile player. He's athletic. He can block. He can catch. You know what I'm saying? He could be that Schoonmaker too. Because really for that fullback, for us to bring him on, that'd be like a 5 running back situation going on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see a lot of room for him. But Schoonmaker, he could be that guy. What do y'all think?
Well, when we talk about H-backs, right? You got Princeton Fant. You got also Schoonmaker, who can possibly be that role. But I'm looking at Hunter as a little bit more elusive than Schoonmaker, especially yards after catch. He can get there. He can scoot. So it will be a good battle. I can't wait to get out there to Oxnard to see.
That's huge, bro.
Who's the cream that's gonna rise to the top. I can't wait to see it.
Yes, that's important. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, right? So since we talked about Tony Pollard, we got to get into this draft from the very beginning. Okay, Mozzie Smith. Let's get to him right now. Let me get to him. There he is, right there. So happy we picked up this player, and me and my man Rob, we were big on the trenches. You know what I'm saying? With the defensive tackle position, it is everything. I remember with Law Nation, he was saying that Kalijah Cansey, that was one of the guys that he liked. Interior tackles, the tackles were gone early. But the thing is about this player, somebody that can bench press, what was it, 225 pounds, 34 times, that is big time. And it's going to make the linebackers better. It's going to make the cornerbacks better. It's going to be better as a whole. And most importantly, you can have a better Bohanna. I'm not sure, but when you bring in talent, it can bring the best out of everybody, and it's going to be huge, guys. And definitely, I went crazy when we picked this player up. Michael Parsons went crazy too. It was fireworks, man, for real.
Jay, I'm sorry, but Choctaw was like, I swear, JC, if I hear Mozzie from you one more time.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? That's my guy, man. That's my guy. You know, hey, look, bro, I'm big when it comes down to the trenches, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know you're an Ohio State fan. I know, much love to you. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's gonna be something, man.
You know it.
Well, it's philosophy for us, right? It's just like cooking that old bologna. You put it on a skillet. If you don't slice those edges, that bologna gonna rise up in the inside, right? So that's what I want Mozzie to do. Him, Big Jonathan Hankins, Big Bo. It doesn't matter. Neville Gallimore mixed in with Osa. I need for those boys to push the heat and the pressure to rise that bologna up. And if they forget to slice the edges, it's over with, right? And that's when you add in and contextualize this with what I'm saying. I'm giving you guys this good analysis, man. Somebody finna fry some bologna at the end of this show. Look, when you put in Sam Williams and what he can do on the edge, and let me say this too, D-Law, he's can set contain. He's a good guy on stopping the run and setting the edge, so let him eat. Okay? And then on top of that, with my guy Michael Parsons. Oh my goodness. This is about to get medieval. So yes, Mozzie may not give you 5 sacks. Yes, Mozzie may not even give you 2.5. But for dog sure, he should be able to push that baloney meat back, just like when you see that picture right there. You want to be able to see that, right? So hopefully we will get a chance and an opportunity for everyone to eat, and especially our LB rule. Come on, baby.
Here we go. You preach, Bob. You preach.
Come on.
Go ahead, Rob. Preach. Hey, and just on top of that too, it's gonna let Leighton run. It's going to let our secondary do what they got to do in the backfield. True. You know what I'm saying? Mozzie's the key to everything. A one-tech stop in the run is the key to everything. It's a psychological change within the organization to stop being pretty on the outside. It started with Tyler Smith last year, and it's continued with Mozzie Smith this year. I don't know what's about these Smith boys, but we need big boys in the middle. We need these boys when you see them get off the bus, like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you said 225 25 times. Don't take 100 pounds off my boy's bench press. It was 325 25 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so.
Wow.
Mozzie's that guy. He's the key to this defense. Him, and Hankins. I saw Hankins working out today. He looked a little. He looked like he'd been eating a little. Like he been eating a lot, but he's still moving out there, right? I need him big. I need him at 350. Stuff to run. When you stuff to run, it opens up everything for this organization, right? Yeah. Mike, we had the best pass rusher in football. We had the best pass rusher in football in Micah Parsons. I'm gonna say it again. Yeah. We had the best pass rusher in football in Micah Parsons, right?
Yes,
so when you allow him to get to third and long in passing situations, it's forwards. And then we got the best secondary in football. Come on now, let's go.
Yes, indeed. We used to have on our football team a guy by the name of Big Tiny. He was a big, burly dude, and we put him on the front of the bus. So when we get off the bus, everybody, the opposing team, they always looking. They're like, man, that's a big old dude. They didn't know that he was just big. He was softer than cotton candy, wrapped in cotton nail, but he was soft. That's why we call him Big Tiny. It's all about the mindset and the mentality. If you can get those big boys to do some things out there, man, it can work good for us.
And we don't even know that Mozzie Smith can rush the passer. He hasn't been asked to rush the passer. We don't even know that he can.
Exactly. And I was about to say that too, because the thing is, drafting this player, they might think he can rush the passer as well. So you could be that stout one technique. If you can rush the passer, that's everything. That is everything. True. So it's gonna be huge. Hey Jazz, you had a question, Jazz?
Oh, I said for Law, as far as him looking up to guys like Deron Payne and Jeffrey Simmons, do you think he has the skill set to make an impact for those two early on in his career?
Yes, if he can get the strength of Deron Payne and then the technique of Simmons, oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness, man. We will finally have that piece in the interior, in the middle of the field, that now, if I'm thinking of it, if he can be anywhere close to Deron Payne or Jeffrey, we got a better guy on the edge named Parsons. So Jerry Jones, don't play around with it, because Parsons is about to eat.
He's about to Sam Williams, all those guys, all the defensive ends are going to eat if you have a player like him, bro.
Oh my goodness.
He is so stout at the line of scrimmage, and this is the guy, this is the type of player that we're going to need against the 49ers, because if they can run the ball on us, that opens up the whole playbook for them. This is the player that stops that, and 49ers are going to have to think. So physicality is everything. I know that we have not picked up a defensive tackle in the first round in years, but it was imperative, guys. And this was fireworks, man. I was so happy about it.
Who was our old defensive coordinator? What was his name? A couple years ago.
Papa Rob Marinelli.
Yeah, Rob Marinelli.
Papa
he
Rob.
He was the one saying, don't invest a high draft round pick into a one tech, right? So I'm happy we finally got away from that philosophy. Right, like
it's a hard philosophy to roll from. Hey, JC, you in the Maryland area, right? You in that area, right? So you remember the big Haloti Nadas, the big Saragusa, the big Sam Adam, and all of those boys. They are loud. Ray to run free, you know. And I'm not saying that we got a Ray Lewis over here, but I'm looking at Damone Clark around this time when we was trying to get things going. He wasn't working with us. He was still recovering. I'm talking about Damone Clark. Now, can you guys contextualize it from this aspect that now if you got those big boys up front, and we love what we were able to see with a spoonful of reps from Damone Clark last season. Oh my goodness. It's about to get evil for this season. Hey, y'all can say all what you want. Law be having all of the Kool-Aid. Y'all gonna want some after a while. Y'all be like, look, Law, you got it in that Kool-Aid special, man. I need some of that, man. Come on, Law. Put that Kool-Aid. It's right here, baby. Come on, let's go.
Hey, I'll add a little LVE spice to that Kool-Aid too. When LVE can run free, he's a different running back, or excuse me, he's a different linebacker, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same type thing. And then we got Speedy Overshown back there too. Like,
yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna definitely get there. But the thing is, yes, guys, I am so excited. This guy, man, look at him, man. Look at him in the middle. He looked like that one kid, right, in school that was strong as anything and just hyper.
Yeah.
That's what you need out of him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can be able to set the tone and just change the culture on the team. You're going to get a better Zach Martin, I believe, because going up against him, that's one of the matchups I really want to see. Can he get some push? And you're not going to beat Zach Martin all the time, but can he get some push? Because iron sharpens iron, and that should tell us all we need to know, guys.
Yes, indeed. We want that big nasty man that when somebody asks for their bike back, you say, what bike? You know, that's what I want. What bike? You know,
earn your star.
Earn it.
Earn it.
Yeah, because right now he's still a rookie. He ain't done nothing yet.
He ain't did
nothing. Earn your star, baby. Earn your star.
All right, let me go to my man. Hey, shout out to my man Dwayne Brown with the $10, man. Thank you so much. JC, it will be an honor to see Law in this show preaching. His quotes off the chains. Love him. Hey, I know, right? My man always showing love. That's why I got my guy on here, man. You know what I'm saying? He's one of a kind. Much love to you, Law. Much love to you, man. Thank you so much, bro. All right, let's see. Let me go here. All right. So since we talked about Mozzie, now we can work our way on Luke Schoonmaker. We got to talk about this. Rob. I know you've been going back and forth, but we just got to chop this down because, you know, Law haven't been on with us, and it's always good to talk about these guys, man. But the thing is with this player, everybody was shocked. That we picked this guy up, but we got to understand that with their type of scheme, they just like their type of player. If he can be able to block, if he can be able to catch and run routes and get open, that's huge. I do like guys like Jake Ferguson. I do like guys like Hendershot, but we got to understand that Mike McCarthy is running the offense now, and he wants to bring in his type of guy. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why Law, he said that there was a chance that we could have got Mayer. There was a possibility that we could have got picked up Mayer, but we ended up getting a tight end in the second round, and we just got to see how it plays out, y'all. I think he can be something good for us. It might take time, but having a 12 personnel set up, that can be fireworks, guys.
Flat out.
Well, I got a question for Rob, because we know you're a big fan of Jake Ferguson. Let us know some ways we can utilize both of these players to get the best out of them on this field this season.
Hey, I'm all about competition. Iron sharpens iron, right? Ferguson ain't done nothing but a little bit. He hopped over one little cornerback in New York. We always pulled the picture, right? We've seen the picture 1,000 times. I love Ferguson. I think Ferguson could be really good. I've seen his athletic ability transfer to the NFL. I know on paper Schoonmaker is the more athletic guy, but that's why I don't hate Schoonmaker, right? I like Schoonmaker. I think he could be a versatile player for us. I mentioned earlier that he could be maybe that's Kyle Skuchek, right? Maybe he could be that third down blocking back for Dak Prescott, right? There's things you could do. There's things you could do with him. He can lead. We could go back to the old lead blocking for Tony. You know, get one more person away from, you know, Tony taking a hit, right?
Right.
School's a physical, athletic dude. He could run routes, right? We didn't like him just because we were like, who?
So one thing though, Rob, do you think that, like, with the tight end position, right? You know how with the West Coast offense, there are a lot of misdirection plays. You got like Brian Schottenheimer, a lot of reach blocks. That tight end position is very important for those running backs to get to the outside. Do you think that played a big part, you know what I'm saying, in picking that player for a misdirection play?
Yeah, absolutely. It goes back to the philosophy on offense that Mike McCarthy got crushed for saying this, but he said he wants to give up points for running the football and winning games. I don't know why that's such a hard thing to grasp, right? When you run the football, you save your defense and you win football games. You put the ball in the air less, right?
Right.
And you win football games. I take it back to the Jacksonville Jaguar game. We're up 27-10. We give up a big 60-yard touchdown play. The next two plays was Kellen Moore pass complete, pass interception. 3 plays later is 27-24. All Mike McCarthy's basically saying is like, yo, if we run the ball, say we go 3 and out, at least we keep field possession, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like at least we do something there, or don't put Dak in such a bad. Like we go five wide receiver spread inside of our 20-yard line. That's not winning football. That's not close it out football, right? That's putting up points football. That's firework football. That's not championship football, right?
Yeah.
I think Schoonmaker gives us that ability to, hey, now we have another piece where we can establish a physicality to running the football. It's versatile. You can do some things for us.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lon.
No, you're right on the money with Schoonmaker. And to be fair, Schoonmaker didn't know he was getting drafted in the second round. Schoonmaker was like, is there another Schoonmaker? You know what I'm saying? Is there a Jonathan Schoonmaker, a Duke Schoonmaker? You know, because I'm Luke, you know. Right. But I would say this, he should be able to fall right into the role of the 12 personnel and sometimes maybe 13 personnel. And when you are saying basically playing complementary football and not trying to put 50 and 60 points on the scoreboard and understanding, hey, let me see. Do y'all 3 play dominoes?
Yeah.
I was just playing like last week.
Just playing it last week. So the object of the game is to keep domino. You know, sometimes you don't have to get to 25. Sometimes you don't have to hold and keep all of the bones in your hand. If you keep them in your hand and you think long, you think wrong. So get to 10. Nothing wrong with getting to 10. We just don't count nickels over here. Y'all count nickels over there just in case I'm ever in y'all area. Y'all count nickels. No nickels. You do, Jazz. You count nickels. You know, come on. So we'll say,
count nickels.
No, she count nickels. He be nickel and diming us all day. Five. But what I'm saying here is keep domino, and that's what Big Mike is saying. Look, we're gonna get to 10. We're gonna get to 15. We're gonna block this guy off the board, and then we're going to score again, and we're going to keep the domino. We're not going to try to get too cute with it and say, okay, I'm going to try to trap the 5s or what have you, since I got so many or they got so less. So it's all about playing complementary football, and I'm quite sure that the Cowboys, if they did that, we would have won in Green Bay. We would have flat out won in Jacksonville. Yeah. We probably would have had the number 1 seed, and we would have beaten whoever we seed in the playoff, and we could have went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm just damn it, Kellen Moore. And that's what I'm saying. And like going back to that too, like everybody's all worked up over these interceptions by Dak Prescott. The man went 9-3 down the stretch, and 2 of those games we were up double-digit points, and that Redskins game we don't count that game, right? That's whatever game.
True,
right?
Whatever. Yeah.
But the crazy thing, Rob, how many interceptions bounced off a wide receiver's chest, though, bro?
Right. We all seen the Mike Morris video. We all know that Michael Gallup wasn't running routes. He wasn't running correct routes. We all saw that Hendershot was coughing up balls, right? Not all these interceptions. Not every interception has the same story. You know what I'm saying? This is the team game, right? Mm-hmm. When you're running a five wide receiver set inside your own 20, and everybody's running comebacks, it's not designed for success, right? Especially when we don't have any explosive wide receivers like that. That's going to change this year. That's going to change. We're finally putting a team around Dak Prescott. We're finally putting almost, I wouldn't say quite a super team, but almost a super team. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about that this morning. Hold on one second. Every quarterback is allowed to have a Super Bowl team, and no one even talks about it. Jalen Hurts had a super team last year. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes been having a super team. Joe Burrow have a super team. Josh Allen got a super team. Oh, but Dak Prescott only has to do with CeeDee Lamb. And then, like, when that don't work out, he gets fried up. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they try to criticize us so much, bro. They, they always looking at us, bro, because we the hottest team out, bro. We the hottest team. The thing is, you're right. You have to build around Dak Prescott. The wide receivers love Brandon Cooks. He's going to be able to take the top off the defense. It opens up everything for everyone. The running game, the tight ends is going to be good. I can't wait to see that 12 personnel, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing with those two cornerbacks. With those two cornerbacks, it's going to be huge.
Yeah. So you got to understand the actual team. You got to put people in places to win, right? Just like, let's go all the way back to Roger Staubach. When it was the Hail Mary, he didn't drop back and say, okay, let's draw up a play for Laidlaw. You know what I'm saying? No, it was to my guy, Drew Pearson. And if Drew Pearson's had Noah Brown hands, we wouldn't even know of the Hail Mary. The Hail Mary would never exist. The Hail Mary wouldn't even been a topic point. So what I'm trying to say here is, hey, the game at the end should never been to Noah Brown. They should have been disguising and coming up with a scheme with T.Y. Hilton or with, dare I say, hear me out, with CeeDee Lamb. So those are things that good quarterbacks and also good offensive coordinators with head coaches do. But that's a story that was last year. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. All right. So we done with the tight end situation. We'll see how it all plays out. Definitely going to be excited to see if those guys can compete. But here's one thing I want. Well, this is one thing I wanted to show to Jazz.
I love the nickname too. The Four Horsemen. I love the nickname.
I don't know if I put that on here or not.
Four Horsemen coming at you.
Four Horsemen. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Get on with that.
Okay. Hey, Jazz. Go ahead and read that. Go ahead and read that real quick.
Okay, I don't know if there are any that remind me of myself, but there are a few guys I'm excited about. Kyle Pitts being one of them, Jake Ferguson down in Dallas, and Daniel Bellinger over to New York. I'm excited to see how these guys manifest over the next few years, and we'll see where they can take their game. Kelsey, baby.
Hey, fireworks. That he said that like a month ago though, but I did want to get to that. You know what I'm saying? Because just talking about Jake Ferguson, does he got that dog mentality? Are you going to sit there and just lay down to Schoonmaker and let this man take your position, or are you going to step up and do what you got to do? I love competition. This is what brings the best out of these players, and having a guy, that's why I had to post this, Jazz, because having a guy like Kelsey say that about you, you should go out there and go do your thing this year. You know what I'm saying, guys? So what y'all think about that, man?
This year.
Hey, yo, look. I might go get myself a Jake Ferguson jersey. It might be one of one sale. Just be the only one rocking a Ferguson. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But you lost it. Don't do it. Yo, look. Listen. I love Ferguson. Again, I've seen his athletic ability. I've seen the way he runs on the field. He runs with the edge. You know what I'm saying? He runs with the edge that I didn't see in Schultz. Right? Schultz would just kind of catch the ball and go down. Schultz kind of reminded me of like an old man Jason Witten, right? Where like when Jason Witten wasn't really that run after the catch guy no more.
Right.
You remember that Witten that had the helmet off running down in New York, right?
It was against the Eagles, I believe.
It was against the Eagles. I think it was against the Giants.
It was the Giants, Eagles. Y'all help us out, man.
I think it was against
the Giants. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, either way, but like that's the way I think Ferguson runs. Like after he jumped over that dude in that cornerback, he trucked the next dude. He said, "Yo, I want this." He's like, "Yo, give me an opportunity." You know what I'm saying? So like every time I see him touch the ball, he's just big play. You know, if he lets Schoonmaker take his job, then hey, he don't got it, and I don't rock with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
hey, shout out to Coach Marv. You got $5 super chat, bro. Go ahead and read that.
He says, "My Cowboys people, look these two words up. These words are the words for the season: efficiency and details." Yes, you got to be efficient. And Coach Marv called into the show a couple of weeks back, and the word efficient is no wasteful movement, no wasteful motion. So if we can do just those things, and details meaning that I can recall and go back to a certain point. I can utilize those things and reasonings to get to where I'm going. And there were not a lot of details with this team. I believe my guy Jay Tuck, he also said that the team had no identity, on offense. We had none. No. We didn't know whether or not. No. Look, we were a top 10 run team, right, in the National Football League, but we ran out of shotgun, ladies and gentlemen. We're running out of shotgun when we were 5% pass block win rate, the worst, one of the 31st or the 32nd team in the National Football League. So there goes to show you that we really didn't have an identity. We didn't know. You know how those pronouns, I hope we don't get canceled over here. We were he, she, they, them, there. We were all of them. We didn't know which one, which identity. Who do you identify as? You know what I'm saying? So the Cowboys hopefully now will be a run-first team that can set up the run to open up the pass. And also by doing such, it will kill clock and give your defense a spell so that they can get something going. And all of this will happen with a philosophy for sure. With the offensive coordinator. That kind of
stuff starts off with Schottenheimer. You know what I'm saying? Schottenheimer and Mike McCarthy just running this thing. Just like I said, reach blocks, just doing the basic things and staying true to it. Even if it's not working. Even if it's not working. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what sets up the play action. And hey, guys, we can get it going, y'all. Go ahead, Rob.
Guys, we all love Dak Prescott. We all love Dak Prescott. Yeah. We all love the top 5 offense. We all love points. The best position group on this team is led by Micah Parsons and this pass rush. That's how you close out games. I love wins more than I love points. It's plain and simple. I don't care if I'm winning 3-0. I want to win. I'm sick of losing 28 years of L's. That's all I'm saying. Right? I'm sick of it. Right? Yeah. So the best position group on this team is led by Micah Parsons, this pass rush. To get to them, we have to have efficiency and details. Put up points, keep the ball, stop turning the ball over, right?
True.
Run basic things.
Run precise precision routes, put Dak in good positions, establish the run, right? I can go. I can keep it going, right? Stop the run. Stop the run. Thank you, Mozzie Smith. Shout out to you. Him and Big Hank, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do
it. I heard Osa's having I heard Osa got bigger, right? You know what I'm saying? I heard he's coming. I heard he's coming this year.
Hey, that's my dog.
Yeah. If you pull up that picture again, he's just the same size on that picture as Mozzie.
Look, man.
That's 3 big boys. Good luck, Christian McCaffrey. Good luck, Jalen Hurts.
Oh man, I'm telling you, the thing is with me, like I'm big when it comes down to players that can be able to play other sports like wrestling, gaining leverage, being physical, basketball, jumping, stuff like that. Rugby, being physical is huge. And having a guy like Osa in that 3 technique position, understanding leverage is everything, and it's going to bring out a better Mozzie.
In 2010 or 2011, whenever the Green Bay Packers won the Super Bowl, you guys remember they had Big Cullen Jenkins, BJ Raji, right? And I'm quite sure that Mozzie, from what I heard from that interview from Will McClay, he wasn't asked to do certain things, and they're going to also play him at 3 tech. So now contextualize it from this aspect. You have Big Jonathan Hankins in, and you have Mozzie. That could be a good interior for you, kind of like what happened for the Green Bay Packers in 2010 when they won that Super Bowl.
And then you're just rotating pass rushing specialists after pass rushing specialists.
Yes,
keep it going. Fresh legs, baby. I can't wait for Sam Williams. I can't wait for Sam Williams this year for him to finally get a lot of clock and like a lot of reps. He's gonna be so good. He's gonna be so good.
That's you got a super chat, Law.
Ernest says, "Hello, Law. The element of surprise will be there. How about them Cowboys? Yeah, hit them with the element of surprise. Domino
and not running from the damn shotgun every play. Like
facts.
Yes,
like man, everybody been saying that, and like it's funny like that. You know, we're not regular fans. You know what I'm saying? But like even the regular fan was like, yeah, why they was running out of the shotgun?
Yeah, why they running out of it? Your pass block win rate is the lowest, right?
They're not surprising nobody. You know what I'm saying? They're not. You know.
Jazz, you can read that super chat. Jazz, go ahead, Jazz.
Wow, y'all hold down speaking the real on the Cowboys, and I'm holding down the live chat against these what Eagles fan?
Eagles cry, Eagles cry to the land of no victory. They're going triple platinum, y'all. Y'all heard it first on the JC Network.
Yeah, let's go. Right. Shout out to my man, Coach Marv. He said, identity is what makes you efficient and what details you use to get there. Hey, that's what I said, man. It's being efficient is everything. But I believe in Mike McCarthy. A lot of people are sleeping, but I think that he's going to rally these guys together, have these, and it starts off in training camp, mini camp, and OTAs. Get these guys right. These guys got to lock in. It's going to be huge. We got the athletes, but they got to do this every day. Stay consistent. Stay consistent, man, because it's time, y'all. It is definitely time, man. I'm excited, man.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies of all time is Spartan. And when they was about to go into war, you know, the king asked him, or the ruler of the person, you know, that was in control. You know, he was saying to the barbarians, what is your profession? You know, and he was like, I'm a blacksmith. You know what I'm saying? Other dude said, I'm a carpenter. You know what I'm saying? The other guy was saying, I'm a Walmart greeter. You know what I'm saying? But when he asked, he said, what is your profession? What is your profession? That's detail, man. That is efficient, because now they are all on the same page. They are not thinking, oh, okay, this is the digit system over here. Oh, this is West Coast principle that I like to sprinkle in there. No, everybody's singing from the same hymnal. That's what old folks say too. You know, everybody's singing from the same book. And therefore, when we lift every voice and sing is on the same page, it's not you thumbing through the old book. You're all on the same page. So hopefully the Cowboys will be on the same page because they got the same identity. Baby, hey, this show getting good, baby. Yeah. Let's go. Every voice until earth in heaven.
Good, Rob. You good?
Hey, I'm good. Hey, look, listen. I think the final straw that's going to stir this whole thing together is Dak finally coming into his leadership role, because he's been Mr. Leader Dak, but he's been like nice leader, right? I don't know if you guys have seen these old clips of Troy Aikman. He used to get in your ass. Like Troy used to get. And now that Zeke's friends are gone, Kellen Moore gone, Zeke gone. Oh yeah, pause. Pause. But yo, Troy would be like, yo, play, die. Yeah. Troy would be like, nah, I don't care. I'm gonna get that ass, right? Yeah.
But now I feel you though. Hey, look, man, Aikman used to take charge of the whole team, bro. You heard him.
Coaching staff, management. You know,
it's great, bro.
I need Dak to be like, yo, look, man. Hey, look, I ain't lose my job because y'all, Michael Gallup. When you don't run this route right, you're gonna
get in there. You know,
you gonna get in there very hard.
Yes, indeed. And we need that person like.
You want to talk about a playmaker? That's a playmaker. He made the play.
Yeah. We need a Mike Lillard over that playmaker.
It's hard to find those, bro. You just talk like that.
Yeah,
that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. But, hey, man, I'm definitely gonna drop no ball. You know what I'm saying? And I love going back. I'm gonna find this clip of Michael Irvin talking about when Alvin Harper took his play. He was like, that's my play, you know? So I want them to be that aggressive when they talking about lining up. I want Jalen Tolbert. I'm really thinking that he can turn the corner, especially listen to the interview with West Coast Cowboy and all of those boys the other day. It was really good to hear. But I still got my dark horse, man, the undrafted Jalen Cropper. I can't wait to see what he can do for us.
Yeah, the thing is with me, I think that Jalen Tolbert can be something, but here's the thing. You know, I got to keep it real on the JC Network. That's what we do. The time is now. The time is now. Ain't no excuses. It's a lot of talent that's out there, and the NFL is not for long. We know he was coming from the Sun Belt Conference. We know that this player, he can separate, but one of the things that he was talking about in that interview, shout out to my man Landlord, shout out to West Coast and all those guys, all that. It was a good interview. But the thing is that he pointed out was he was talking about like jumping, highballing, and making those big time catches. He was pretty much saying that he was doing that better than he can do that better than the rest of the guys. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that I felt. You know what I'm saying? So that's always good. And to compete because it's going to be a lot of guys at the wide receiver position, but you got to go out there and stand out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be huge. Hey, Rob, hold on. Before I get to you, bro, because you over this joint. Hold on, Law, because this is about to be funny, bro.
Oh, wow, what happened?
With the $5. So shout out to my man, Coach Mike, with the $5. He said, those who sweat more in peace bleed less in war. No more camp cupcake, please. It is very important. It is imperative. Those guys got to go grind in training camp, and that's how you can be able to. It can be easier in the regular season. If you go do the hard things in mini camp, training camp, step up, be physical, and hey, look, you bleed less in war, baby. Let's go.
Yes,
Let's go.
indeed. So what he's saying basically is those who sweat more in practice, right? Those who sweat more in training camp and beyond, they will bleed more when they'll bleed less when it's time for the full war, when it's time to really go into battle. You know, have you ever noticed this? And for those who can really identify with this, when you study, when you know what you know and what you're doing, right? With the test, you will sit down and take that test and be done in 5 to 10 minutes. But for those who didn't, they'll be sitting there sweating. They'll be sitting there like, oh my goodness. And it's because they didn't study. They didn't work on their craft. They didn't know everything about what they're supposed to do. And they end up being on that test longer than anyone and end up looking like a fool when the results come out. So hopefully we studied real good during this off season, and we put all of the sweat equity out there in the blood and the tears and everything, and we leave nothing on the table when it's time to go into battle. Let's go.
Right, back, bro, back, man.
All right.
Jazz, what you think about that, Jazz?
All right,
let's go.
I'm eating it all up. Y'all just keep preaching.
I gotta say one thing. Hey, look, you see how he eat, right? Remember the last time we had our last live stream, he told me, he was like, hey, JC, I'm gonna come over to your live streams. I'm gonna be kicking back. I'm gonna eat Asian noodles. He said, I'm gonna eat some oodles and noodles and all that. Jasmine, just give oodles and noodles, Jasmine. Go ahead, Jasmine.
It's happening now. I got my Brazilian nuts and everything. Let's go.
Oh, we fancy.
Brazilian.
I'm trying to be healthy.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. All right, because this is starting off.
Hey, yo,
good.
hold up, JC. All
right, go ahead. Hold it down, bro. Hold it down. Yeah.
Hold up, JC.
To Jalen Tolbert, right?
Back to Jalen Tolbert. Hey, Jalen, bring it in. Come closer. Hey, bring it in. Jalen, before you start talking about, you could high point the ball better than this and that, and you could run past people and do all that, I need you to line up correctly first, homie. You lost me a whole football game, right? You lost me the #1 seed, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking about I could do this better. Stop all that. Talk about studying. He need to hit the books before he can come out here and talk about, I could do this. I could do this and that. Look, listen, Law, I heard this on your show the day after that Packers game. Somebody said we need to, they basically said to establish the philosophy change and all these penalties that we're getting, we need to cut Tolbert. And I was like,
wow, you were ready? You ready to cut him?
I was ready to cut him.
Hey, Rob, but hold on, bro. That's deep right now, bro. You can't be.
It was very deep. That's how upset I was about that game.
Hey, man, I was mad too, but man, come on.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
Listen.
Come on, man.
When you're not even getting, hold on. When you're not even getting the opportunity to step on the football field, that means you're not prepared. That means you're not doing. That means you're not doing what you got to do off the field, right? Whether it's the playbook, whether it's whatever. I mean, look, listen. I don't want to cut my third rounder, and you know what I'm saying. We're gonna give him an opportunity, but. Hey, after that,
let me pour you up another drink, man. Here you go, man. Here you go, man.
You out here geeking, bro.
You need some of this right here, man.
Hey, I do need that. After that Packers game, I needed that.
Shout out to my man, Coach Marv, with the $2, man. He said, "I love leading Law into his classic monologue."
Yes, it did. That's my guy, Coach. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Law is my dog.
Yes,
I hope Tolbert comes through. But look, you need. Hey, what did you do this offseason to get better? What did you do this offseason to even get on the field? He wasn't even allowed to be on the field last year. That's a whole disconnect up here. You gotta be right.
Well, I truly believe that he was a 3rd round draft pick, not a 1st nor 2nd, right? Jalen Tolbert, right? And I'm not saying that he's going to be on the same wavelength as T.O. for crying out loud, but T.O. in his 1st and 2nd year didn't do much for the 49ers. So just give these young guys a chance and an opportunity. Even Devontae Adams, it took him 4 to 5 years before he made 1,000 yards in 1 year. So I get Big Captain Rob, man, you a hard grader over there, man.
He had 3 catches last year, bro.
This is very
but you want to know what though? Guys?
Snaps.
Hold on, Rob. But this is what brings strength to Law's channel, to my channel. Everybody's not going to agree with each other. Mm-hmm. So we got to work this out, man. And that's what makes it fun. He don't believe in them, but we do. So we'll see. Somebody going to be right down the stretch. But like I said, he has to prove it. This is 2nd year, Rob. Some wide receivers, they don't blossom in their 1st year. It takes time. I think he can be something for us, but I don't know.
I need him to at least plant the seed. He was only 15 snaps in.
You need to see that interview, bro. I don't think you saw the interview. You could just tell by the energy that he can be something. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give it a chance, bro.
And think about this. Noah Brown last year, that was his 6th season. You know what I'm saying? Look how long it took Noah Brown, you know what I'm saying, to get out there on the field. And he was technically in the same offense for 6 years. So this offense, I go back to my guy, Boss Cowboys Sports. Y'all be sure to check him out. He was saying that, man, you need a PhD to play this offense, man. And the offense was weird. Cavante Turpin, he couldn't get a chance out there. 1/3 of the Cowboy Nation ready to ship him off to Siberia too. So, hey, we'll have to sit back and wait. I promise you guys, ladies and gentlemen, this offense is a whole lot better than what they were last year because we don't have another guy out there. We don't have it. Come on, y'all say it with me. We don't have James Washington out there either. You know what I'm saying? We don't have James Washington out there. So we already better, baby. Come on, let's go.
Right. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Yeah, high five to my man Law, because it's so much that's going on. It's like time goes by so fast. When you have good conversations, you look at the time and be like, how did that, you know what I mean? All right, so this is what we're gonna do, right? You know what I mean? Because it's been a while. Let me go here, man. All right, let's do it. I did a little edit. Hey, I am excited about this guy. I am so excited about him signing the deal that he signed with us, having 101 tackles and 5 sacks last year, 1 interception. The guy was fireworks. This is the guy that you can have inside of the box, someone that can be able to set that tone. And just having guys like Jaron Curse, what's the free safety Hooker. Those guys set the tone, and that's exactly what you need for this defense. So proud of this player because at first, right, a lot of people didn't really know too much about him. His first year, rookie year, the first 3 games, he had 3 interceptions, 1 interception each game, and that shows right there, man. The instincts, the physicality, the closing speed, understanding the blitz. That's what you need, guys. So proud that we got this guy signed, and I definitely wanted to talk about him, Law.
Yes, indeed. Dono, he's a guy that's played through the echoes of the whistle. He had 5 sacks last season, right? And he is a missile out there. He plays through it, and I promise you, they should count those intentional groundings. He would have had at least 7 sacks if you count the intentional groundings that he forced. So he's a forcer. He's a guy that I know for sure, now that he got that 3-year contract, I believe, or 2-year contract, he's comfortable now. He's going to play even more hungry because of the fact that he was out there and no one picked him up. So he got still a chip on his shoulder. And now when you start thinking about this too, this will be his 3rd year in Dan Quinn's system. So it should be muscle memory now. And watch, this is going to be phenomenal for this defense of the Cowboys having Dono back out there for the 2023 season. I can't wait, man, to see him.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Go ahead, Rob. He blew him up right here, though.
Yeah.
I had to pick the fire. I had to pick the bomb right there, bro, for the edit.
Hey, look, listen. Jalen Tolbert, this to you, brother. I'm only rooting for you, right? I'm only rooting for Jalen Tolbert, okay? If you're a Cowboy, you're a Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? You're my man. But I need you to get a little better. Anyway, back to Dono. last year, for a big part of the season, I was saying he was the second best defensive player on this team, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, that's no disrespect to Diggs, but Donovan was all over the field. He made so many plays for us, and like you said, this is his first year in the system. He wasn't quite comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Now that he's comfortable, now that he's not thinking anymore, as a football player, when you stop thinking and you just fly, it's a whole different game, right? And like the way he hits, the way he's so versatile. He can help stop the run. He can pass rush. He's good. He's good in pass coverage. He's a beast, man. And like I'm so happy we brought him back. I'm so happy like our defense is. We're not having like a big change on defense with a lot of personnel changes, right? When we have that continuity again, year after year after year, that's how teams like San Fran and the Eagles do. You know what I'm saying? Like that continuity, bringing people together, the chemistry, right? All that matters. All that matters when you're talking about a game of inches and a game of details. All that stuff matters when you're 2 plays away from being in the championship game, when you're another play away from winning a Super Bowl. Those little things matter. Those little things matter. Those little things get overlooked a lot too, but they matter so much, right?
Go ahead, read that, Rob.
Rob, did you want to cut Steele his first year? JC, please ask him. No. He didn't lose a whole football game for me, so I didn't have no problem with him. You know what I'm saying, right? And he came and again he came through. Look, I'm hard on guys. I don't care if it's first year or their 7th year. If they mess up, they mess up, right? If there's better people behind them, I want them to get the opportunity over the people that mess up, right? There's a difference between like James Washington, right? Who didn't mess up, he's just not good. And Jalen Tolbert, where he has all the talent, but he just messes up because he wasn't prepared. Right? Yeah. That's
but that don't mean that you got to talk about cutting him, bro. You got to give him a chance, bro. You out here tweaking.
I'm not. Look, it was a 24-hour period where I wanted to cut him, all right? But I'm just talking bullshit right now. But like he wasn't gonna get cut. But I'm holding his feet to the fire. I'm gonna hold him accountable. I'm not just gonna forget everything that he did.
Like Rob, let it go.
Yeah. So he basically had 3 targets and 2 receptions last season.
In a whole season.
In a whole season. So I mean, that goes to you got to give the man the opportunity to fail, and he didn't have that ultimate opportunity outside of one game in Green Bay. So I would say this. I will grade him hard this year, right? I'm with you, Rob. You know, I will grade him hard. So if he missed a wide open catch, or he was talking all of that yin yang stuff, and I ain't talking about the Twins, if he fool around and dropping and playing basketball with the football, then we all can give our fair share of critical analysis.
Yes, right. And I want to be wrong, I only hope success for any Cowboy that's gonna help the Cowboys be successful. I want to be wrong. Don't get it twisted. I want Schoonmaker to be better than Ferguson, or have that iron sharpen iron, right? I want everybody just to be better and go win me a championship. That's all I care about. Right. That's the only thing I care about is a championship. Okay, I don't care about stats. I don't care about who did what. I don't care about who. I don't care. One championship. One sound. You know what I'm saying? What chance?
Wrap that up. Rob, I feel you on that. But the thing is, when it comes down, if we can move on. So when it comes down to Donovan Wilson, I really like him. He's one of the guys that's one of my favorite players on this team, and I'm going to be excited to see how they implement him in the scheme going forward. Year 2, year 3, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it was a 3-year deal. 3-year deal. So I think that this player can continue to keep getting better and setting that tone, man. And definitely excited about that, guys.
And we have another player just like him too, in Overshown. Like I hope they get together.
It's funny because go ahead and you can talk about him right now. That was the next thing we was about to do, bro.
I was gonna say Overshown plays a lot like Dono. He's downhill
with the cowboy hat. Look at him, cuz. Look at him, Law.
Look at him.
Look at him. He country. Yeah.
What do you think about him, Law? What do you think about Overshown?
Well, I'm seeing a Dono, or even though he's called Demo, I think. So when you look at Overshown and you look at his way of tackling, and you look at the way he liked to rally, chase, and get upfield, it's about to be a good situation for us to have Overshown, because now when you think of J-Ron Curse, he's a bigger version of that. You know, so I look at it, whereas this team will get more into big nickel and they may just squeeze. And this is a contract year once again for Jaron Kearse, Malik Hooker. So why not get a guy like Overshown to give him more and more chances to see whether or not he can be that spot to fill in for that voided area just in case J-Rock is not here anymore.
See, the good thing is with me, like with him, a guy like Overshown, I mean, he can play linebacker. He was a former safety. I mean, he could have went to even, I think, what was it? LSU, Alabama, Clemson, USC. I mean, he had offers from a lot of different schools. Last season, he had 96 tackles, 10 tackles for a loss, and 4 sacks. That's the kind of guy you need. The guy lays the lumber. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, being able to play the safety position, linebacker position, you can mix things like that up. And that's why I did a little breakdown on Donovan Wilson, because he kind of reminds me of him, somebody that you can take under your wing. Guys like LVE, you can take under your wing if you can play those positions and be that chess piece. You can be, special teams is very important too as well. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is, having a player like him, man, scheme matters, and I think that this guy can really make a difference. But it might take a little bit of time. But I think we got something with him, man, because he's physical.
And say it again.
Have a little faith in me.
Yeah, sing. Hey, you know what? The Donovan Wilson, his coming out of college, his knock was he's over aggressive, right? And then when you think of Overshown, one of his grades or knock was he's overly aggressive. Give me overly aggressive guy. I can tame that. Give me that wild horse. Give me that guy that's not afraid to shoot through the gap, not afraid to play on the edge, not afraid to flip his hips and also cover down the seam. So give me Overshown. And I think today J-Rock was saying in September he would still be wearing 27. Did you guys hear that in the press conference?
Yeah,
or in the interview? What he was saying?
I hope he's wearing number 0, bro. Because the thing is, like, you can just tell, like, that's the number that he needs to wear. And sometimes with scouts, you can just see physicality. You can just see that dog mentality. It's hard to explain, but sometimes you can just see it. And I think this guy has it. Let that man wear number 0. Keep Kearse with number 27. And let this thing rock and roll.
No doubt.
Say less. I'm all for it.
Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, bro.
I don't know why y'all think I'm coming with some negativity, right?
We need a little bit of a villain on the show.
This could be a situation for Jabril Cox, right? He's looking at it like, y'all talking about Overshown. Well, let me show you who Jabril Cox is all about. I had to pause because I didn't want to, say the other word. But y'all know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm basically out on Jabril Cox. I'm out on.
I knew you would be out.
Yeah. You know, hey, you only get one shot with me. You know what I'm saying? One shot. No. I mean, what is Jabril Cox doing? Is he like, I haven't seen him in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he doing? Like, I don't get it. He just. I'm not out on
Jabril, man. I'm not out on Jabril. I don't know, but I'm just
over here. We're the faith fighters. Okay, we got faith. We gonna see what's good this season. You know what I'm saying?
What about you with Jabril Cox? Real quick,
man. When I talked to Jabril Cox last season, me and Boss Cowboy, we was like, "Hey, where you see yourself?" And he said, "I see myself playing Jaron Kearse spot." You know, so it was one of those things where Jaron Kearse, he lost his spot the first time to Donovan Wilson, right? When Donovan Wilson played, and then Donovan Wilson got hurt with his knee. Jaron Kearse was like, I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, because he was a guy that was sitting there saying, I'm not finna give this spot back to you, Donovan Wilson. So he knows that he is not going to give up. And I love that mindset, Rob, because now when you think about it, these guys have the mindset of saying, yeah, we like each other, but it's pure competition. So Jabril Cox can't find himself on the field because those boys are refusing and they refute to give it up.
Right.
Hey, Mickey, we all trying to figure that out. We all trying to figure it out. Like, there's something that we're not seeing in practice that Jabril Cox is just not getting. Is not getting, the go ahead to suit up, right? He's not getting on the field. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, if you can't get on the field, if the coach said you can't get on the field, why would I back you up as a good player? Like, I'm just sitting here in the DMV trying to rock with the Cowboys. If Jabril Cox can't play, he can't play. Not every person we pick is going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. But I think he can definitely be something, but it just depends on scheme. I like how he is in coverage, but there's been a lot of questions about him being able to stop the run. That's the thing. And I think that's part of the reason why he hasn't been seeing the field. You know what I'm saying?
And
but
what's the Cowboys' Achilles heel? What's the Cowboys' Achilles heel?
The run.
Run game is stopping the run.
The run game is stopping the run on both sides of the run.
Yeah.
So what's the close this out, Law? What's your famous quote? Come on, I need a quote to end this.
Well, it's I'm trying to think of one since we were talking about all of this. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. And for those who say, hey, man, he was lucky. No, there's no such thing as luck. Luck is when preparation meets the opportunity. So if these boys can get those things and dial it together, we'll be all right. So we won't have the Captain Robs of the world to see somebody mess up and have a hiccup and they say, you're out of here. Normally baseball give you 3 strikes, Rob give you 1. So we want to grade this team just like that, but they better be prepared. They better be ready for the moment. They better be, because, hey, in the old saying, I love saying this, and I say this all the time, Jim Rowan once said, when the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one, meaning that, hey, even if you are good or great to where you are at, don't get complacent. Don't be complacent at all. And in order to be great, you got to have these 3 things: dedication, discipline, and consistency. So a lot of people think that what we're doing right now is easy. Anybody can do it. No, if you're not dedicated, you would never start to think about doing it, right? You may try to say, I'll do it a few times, but then, boy, y'all got me fired now, baby. Yo, if you're saying that you're dedicated and you're not going out there and doing it, then you're not dedicated. And also, you got to be disciplined enough to understand that even if I start, I must go a little bit further, because I can't give them 1 minute. I can't give them 2 minutes. I got to be disciplined enough to do my time. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to be great, if you want to be awesome in what you do in your space, whether you play football, basketball in Pelican Bay, no matter what you do in life, you got to be consistent, meaning that you got to have the same product. The reason why these good restaurants around here in Dallas is because they are consistent with their delivery. When you go up there and you want a doggone pasta, you know you're going to get good pasta, but you don't go to a restaurant and order pasta then all of a sudden it don't taste good. It tastes like boxed ramen noodles. No. You want to go somewhere where it is consistent. So the Dallas Cowboys, if you guys want to be great, bring dedication, discipline, and consistency. That's my time. Baby, let's go.
And whatever you're doing in life, it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, you have to be consistent. I've been on YouTube for 1 year.
There you go.
I'd already hit this ground running. Hit the ground running. And shout out to Jasmine, okay? Yeah. I just want to throw this out real quick, because there's a reason why I bring Jasmine on this show, because she has literally taught me how to edit. So I took my, cause Law, you see all my videos, like the timing, the animals, everything. Shout out to Jasmine. Gotta give you that fire. Because the thing is, having that mindset to be able to know the Cowboys, to have the knowledge of the game, and then having your skill set, Jasmine, to edit, that took me over the top. And shout out to you. Just like Law said, consistency is everything, and that's what's going to get you to where you need to be.
So thank you for joining in, Law. We appreciate you tapping and tuning in.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes,
it was good. It was good. What you think about that, Rob?
Hey, yo, luck favors prepared. Luck favors the prepared.
Yes,
okay.
Ooh, I love it. That's a shorter way of what I just said. All what I just said, that's a short version, y'all. Write that down. Let's go.
Luck favors the prepare, baby.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
That's love, man. That's love. Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Captain. Appreciate you, Jazz. And thank you, JC, for bringing me on, man. I thank y'all, man. Much love to y'all. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, before we get out of here, let me get to my man Super Chat because he told me, he just sent me a message. Hold on, my bad. He said,
man's a whole slew of them too, yeah.
Yeah, he said, I want a player like Overshown where I have to tell him he'll not a player like LVE. He's not a player like LVE where I have to say sick him. Hey, look, man, I think that Overshown can definitely be something for us, but it's going to take time. That's why I was saying that, like, with special teams, little things like that is important. Being around guys like LVE, even guys like Donovan Wilson, that's why we broke him down, had to put some highlights on him because I think that he's one of the guys that can set that tone, and it might take some time, but I think that he's one of those physically imposing players that can make a difference, Coach Mon.
Yeah, you know, just to say that, you know, a player like Overshown is that guy that when you see that says the dog behind the fence don't jump fence, he's the guy that you might not hear barking, but as soon as you get over that fence, you're gonna wish you never jumped over it, right? So that's the player that I want Overshown to continue to be. Quiet.
I think you're gonna hear his barking though, Law.
Yeah. But he gonna surprise you once you jump over it. You're gonna be like, damn, I wish I never hopped that gate.
Hey, I think this whole defense you're gonna be hearing a whole bunch of barking. I think you're gonna hear the wolf cry come back.
Where's your highlight? I know you used to have that effect.
Man, I don't have it anymore, man. Somebody was claiming it, man. You know, YouTube, that somebody, I said, God dog, somebody claimed that how? You know, so I said, organically. I organically howl now. You know, I'm greedy. Yeah, people were greedy. I guess they were saying they were dedicated to get that one. I'm gonna make some money off a law.
you know how they go, bro. This is a cold world, man. Cold world. All right, thank y'all so much. Eventually we'll hook back up, man. It's always great energy. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Make sure y'all follow Law Nation. Law Nation, let them know where they can find you at, bro, before you get out of here.
Oh man, type in Law Nation Sports. You shall see my face, name, and logo, and we're pretty much everywhere. Shout out to everyone. I really appreciate you guys again. Be sure to hit the like, share this content, and subscribe if you like what you heard today.
Yeah,
most definitely, man. Definitely subscribe. I'm up and coming. I got a different little flavor.
Bro, you already there, man. No, you already there. You already there, man. Look, you got the background, the smooth mic and everything, man. Shoot, I didn't get that in year 4. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? It's so awesome because the thing is with me, I'm still learning of the whole live stream thing. I'm really a creator. That's what I do. I always do breakdowns. You guys can check me out, man. It's creative stuff that y'all probably never seen before. But just like my man Law Nation said, if you gotta come different. You can't be like nobody else, and that's how you're gonna be able to
be
unique. That's what it's all about.
He said unique.
Like my man Law said, unique, wonderful, great information. That's what he told me.
I appreciate you,
JC Network, man. And I appreciate you so much, Law.
Till next time, y'all.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Go.
Yeah, and another thing,
out, y'all. All right,
Jason Garrett, man, let me tell y'all about Jason Garrett. You know,
all right, y'all. Gone.
I'll say